Holy Jesus.
We just take a minute to acknowledge that the fact that I said it from the very beginning, Frieza cannot be trusted, and there's no way in hell Frieza is turning good, okay? For those people who think that Frieza's going to turn into a goody two shoes like Vegeta and Piccolo did, no, not happening. Look at that dude's facial expressions and you tell me if you think he's changing. No. What did I say in the preview? What did I say in the previous episode? That son of a bitch Frieza, once a tyrant, always a tyrant. And if it hadn't been for Beerus and Whis, who knows how things would have turned out. Universe 7 will probably be erased because the platform is over. The hype is just about to begin. And the Tournament of Power is about to begin next week. So that is going to be hype. The preview, you can take a lot from that. But this episode, son, I'm telling you, you can take this one or two ways. You can be hyped about what Frieza did in this episode, or you can be slightly concerned because Frieza has already stabbed Goku in the back already. And Frieza has a plot to do something against Beerus. That's a fact. It's not gonna work because it's Beerus. But this is what I was saying about they're taking Frieza way too lightly. Beerus understandable because what can he do against the God of Destruction? But even Frieza's starting to know maybe I can manipulate the Gods of Destruction. So you won't have the last laugh. So feats the Frieza showed in this episode, obviously blitzing the crap out of the assassins. We knew that was going to happen. Even Goku had to put in the work because Barbara and the Ghost was actually targeted at one point. But Goku was getting pissed because Frieza was killing people left, right, and center, and Goku was kind of stopping him from doing that. Here's the thing, okay? Yes, Goku hates people being killed, but Goku, you do realize people are going to be erased from history by Zeno once the Tournament of Power is over with, right? So it's a bit. I mean, yes, Frieza's a tyrant. Yes, he's an asshole after this episode. I mean, there's no dispute in that. Yeah, you can be hyped about what he did, but Goku, you asked for this Tournament of Power, so indirectly you're going to cause a lot of people to die, whether you like it or not. So yeah, so that's kind of a hypocritical on Goku's part. But actually, Frieza said, "Yo, you assassins came to target us. We didn't start this shit. You did." So obviously, Frieza's game for this. He finger pokes everybody. It's like he death beams everybody. Then the Dog Assassin comes up. We found out he gets given the Hawkeye energy ball that was created by Cedra and we find that out. But oh boy, I don't know how people are gonna react to the fact that Frieza, a mere mortal, we've seen actually now that I think about it, he didn't condense a Hawkeye ball, but he did condense an energy ball from Beerus in the very first arc of the Dragon Ball Super. So I don't know. The fact that Frieza condensed a Hawkeye energy ball from the God of Destruction of Universe 9 Cedra, yeah, that's where you gotta draw the line here because, and not only that, Goku could not. And if it hadn't been for Beerus blowing that away, by the way, that was Epic Cell, where Beerus and Whis just came in and you see Beerus just blow that Hawkeye energy ball like it's nothing. So with a blow, okay, people, that's a problem. If Goku couldn't tank that Hawkeye and Frieza did, and here's the thing, and when Goku says you're gonna be all right spamming Golden Frieza, you won't burn your energy, and Frieza confirms while he was in hell or find a way to use Golden Frieza without draining the stamina. I still think it has something to do with the fact that he's been brought back without a living body. That's just my opinion. This is where Goku had a harder time when he was alive, expanding Super Saiyan 3. I said that already, but the fact that Frieza can do it may have something to do with it. But it's good that Frieza can go into golden form, maybe because of the fact that he can put in the work. Or it could be a bad thing depending on your perspective after this episode. But what is Frieza going to do? He's already stabbed Goku in the back, and yeah, it's a problem because when Frieza condensed the Hawkeye ball, was anybody else thinking that was a stupid move of Goku to turn his back on Frieza? Because even Goku realized, yeah, I was careless. This is my fault. I should have realized I was dealing with a heartless, ruthless tyrant. I mean, the episode's in the title. The title's in the episode. Goku, he used the Hawkeye energy ball to trap Goku, right? And Goku had a problem. It looked like Goku was going to be erased, but I'm like, no. This turn close to the tournament, no. But this goes back to what I was saying. Goku let his guards down way too much. And yes, I know, understandable for Whis and Beerus to do it because they're overpowered as fuck. But the problem is you're underestimating somebody that's intelligent, as diabolical, and a tyrant like Frieza. That's a problem, especially when Goku was so confident. Even if you pull some shit, me and Vegeta can take care of it. I'm not so sure now because that ended in a tie. Even as Super Saiyan Blue, yes, we know he can go Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken, but and Goku even said, "I've got stronger facing other opponents." Like hit Goku Black, but now Frieza has not physically trained, he's mentally trained, and now he's equal to Goku. That's a problem, because if that's how he is when it comes to Goku, how much stronger when it comes to Vegeta? Had Frieza not been impatient, probably he could have bested Goku and Vegeta in the Resurrection of F. So, again, that's a problem. So, yeah, and even Whis was like, yo, he might betray us, but you know what? That's a problem, okay? Because Frieza's an asshole. I mean, you may not leave Frieza, but Frieza already has a plot to destroy one of the gods of destruction. Don't think it's gonna work, but he's trying to use the Hawkeye Energy Ball to bargain with Universe 9. Listen, I'm gonna join your team, right? If Goku doesn't make it to the tournament, the Universe 7 will be erased. Is I the one thinking this asshole could have just effectively not only killed Beerus, but also the rest of the Universe 7 without having to lift a single finger? So, but then again, I'm wondering, would Zeno actually erase Goku? That's a question. Unless the guy Shinken, the High Priest, decides to do it, then I don't know. Because as of right now, I'm not too sure what the High Priest stands with Goku. I think he likes him by association, and actually there's a cute moment in this where Zeno actually gives lollipops. So I thought it was kind of cool. But oh man, there's so much to dissect when it comes to Frieza. And yes, we do have a lineup through Hell or High Water. Like I said, Universe 7 have their team 10 members. Not the perfect 10 by any means. We have some who can pull the weight, some that can't, and we have a Tyrant involved as well. But the preview, oh my god, I didn't see Universe 6 there, but I'm pretty sure they're going to show up too. I'm pretty sure we saw the Gods of Destruction, right? Sharper and Vados. By the way, speaking of Gods of Destruction, the Gods of Destruction Universe 8, we see Liquor in the preview. So even though they're not participating, we are going to see the Gods of Destruction, which we may get to see that Mortal happens to be stronger than Beerus, or a God of Destruction. So I think that's a possibility. So yeah, so that's going to be high. Obvious now, it's not Jiren, because if it were, why would we see the other Gods of Destruction spectating in this tournament power? It makes no sense. So speaking of Jiren, by the end of this episode, he's finished meditating so he can do his business. And if you look at the preview, Goku senses Jiren, and look at that look he gives. It's a lot more dreaded than what he got from Frieza when he powered up, and that almost equal. So yeah, that's a problem. So I don't know what Frieza's gonna do, because he's already stabbed Goku in the back. He may shoot Vegeta in the back next. Who knows? So and they had a fight to see if Goku won, Frieza won. He would have to go along with Team Universe 7, and he couldn't kill anybody. If Frieza won, which makes no sense, it's like, oh, by the way, if I win, I can do what I want. So yeah, and he's gonna bargain with Cedra and Ro by saying, oh, I'm gonna join Team Universe 9, and Ro's trying to check the rule book whether that's legal or not. Some reason I didn't think that would be a problem, but even Ro was like, yeah, this guy's a tyrant. And it's like you know your universe is going to be erased, right, if you join us. And Frieza's like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, and Ro's like, don't you have somebody precious, somebody careful? And Universe 9, and he doesn't know he's talking to Frieza, right? It says, I don't even know the concept of what that means. And you see the look of horror, not only in Ro's face, but also Cedra, because we realize we can't trust this guy. And by the time Beerus showed up, it was too late. He destroyed the communicator, and he almost got his hand caught in the cookie jar, because I'm pretty sure Beerus would have wiped him out. But then again, that's not smart, because they need him to join Team Universe 7. So I don't think Beerus would have done anything to destroy him there. But that shot of Beerus that gave Frieza, it's like, what are you doing, boy? You better not fuck up our plans, because I will fuck you up. I actually worried there that Goku might actually be erased, but Goku, he let his guard down, man. And if it weren't for Beerus, who knows how things would have turned up. So yeah, hate to say I told you so. By the way, we actually see a brief conversation between Frost and Frieza. Those two are going to be plotting something, an alliance. I will see, because there's a dual conversation with the voice actor, so I can't wait to see that. But The hype is real, and the wait is almost over. Probably one of the most anticipated episodes, episode 96, the Tournament of Power begins. So I cannot wait for that. We're going to see how Universe 7 ranks up. Finally, this tournament's about to begin, so I can't wait for that. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this review if you did appreciate that. Comment down below your thoughts about this episode. What do you think Frieza's going to do? He's already stabbed Goku in the back in this one. Literally by the hands of a Hawkeye energy ball. So, subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Ball Super. Catch you guys later. Bye.